Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Siti Nashigin binti Burhanuddin. I will share with you the topic about why spending time in nature is good for the soul. Before I begin, let me ask all of you a quick question. Have you ever realized how much time we spend staring at our bright phone and laptop screens every single day? For most of us, the first thing we do when we wake up is check our notifications. And the last thing we do before we sleep is scroll through social media videos. Because of our busy university schedules and our heavy online habits, we are slowly becoming an indoor generation. We spend our time inside air-conditioned classrooms and bedrooms, which constantly leave our minds feeling tired, heavy, and completely drained. As a fellow student who often gets overwhelmed by assignment deadlines, I have personally experienced how a simple 15-minute walk outside can completely change my mood and clear my brain fog. This brings to my topic for today. I want to share with you why spending time in nature is the simplest, healthiest, and most effective way to help our tired minds because it relieves screen fatigue, lowers our physical stress level, and brings us back to the present moment. Let us begin by looking at how stepping outside can give our tired brains a much needed break from technology. Firstly, spending time in nature effectively breaks our daily screen fatigue and clears our minds. Our brains constantly burn a lot of energy when we focus on bright digital screens for a long time. When we spend hours reading notes or scrolling on our phones, our eyes and minds suffer from mental exhaustion. For example, after studying for a major exam all day, we often feel a heavy brain fog that makes it very difficult to think clearly or remember basic facts. However, nature gives us eyes a visual break and allow our minds to rest naturally without any hard effort. Looking at green trees, a blue sky, or a beautiful sunset does not require any deep mental focus purpose. For instance, simply looking out the window at the moving leaf can instantly refresh our eyes and help our brains recover from a long study session. Now that we understand how nature refreshes our minds, let us discuss how it physically changes our bodies by lowering our anxiety. Next, being around nature instantly lowers our physical stress level and calms our bodies. Scientific studies show that clean air and green environments can physically change how our bodies react to pressure. When we sit under a tree or walk on a quiet path, our heart rate naturally slows down and our breathing becomes deep and steady. For example, taking a slow walk around the neighborhood can immediately stop our bodies from producing stress hormones. Furthermore, the peaceful and gentle sounds of the outdoors act like a natural volume dial that turns down the noise inside our heads. Listening to the birds chirping or hearing the wind blow through the grass helps us forget about our immediate anxieties. As an example, listening to natural rain sound is far more relaxing for a stressed student than listening to the loud, chaotic sound of city traffic. Besides, lowering our physical stress, spending time outdoors also changes our mindset by keeping us grounded. Lastly, spending time outdoors helps us escape our endless worries and bring us back to the present moment. In our daily student lives, we are always trapped in our own heads, worrying about the future. We constantly stress over upcoming assignments, exam grades, and group projects that we cannot control right now. For instance, we often find ourselves overthinking about next week's presentation even when we are supposed to be resting or eating dinner. Thankfully, nature moves at its own slow, peaceful pace, which reminds us to enjoy life right now. Being outside force us to look around, breathe fresh air, and realize that there is a big, beautiful world outside of our university stars. For example, watching a slow sunset reminds us that our current academic problems are just small, temporary parts of a much bigger life. To wrap everything up today, let us look back at the main points we have discussed. In conclusion, we must remember that spending time in nature is the simplest, healthiest, and most effective way to help our tired minds because it relieves screen fatigue, lowers our physical stress levels, and brings us back to the present moment. I highly recommend that all of us make a small change in our daily routines by setting aside just 15 minutes every evening to step outside without our smartphones instead of going straight back to your room to scroll through videos after classes end. You should take a walk around the campus or sit near a park. This small daily habit is incredibly important because it gives your soul a real chance to breathe, protect your mental health from early burnout, and ensure you stay happy and healthy throughout your university journey. Our screens will always be there waiting for us, but the fresh air and the green trees are waiting to help us right now. So let us step outside and give our soul the rest they truly deserve. That's all. Thank you.